Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to see you here. My name is Richard and we're going to talk about the brand new Tracker and Thruxton 400s from Triumph. Now I'm one of the few people that have owned one of the 400s in the past. My 400 was the Scrambler 400, not the new Scrambler XC, but the original Scrambler 400. I bought that Scrambler for £4,900 and 9 months later I sold it because it was a channel bike. 9 months later I sold it for £4,600, so I only lost £300 on that bike. Great bike, absolutely fantastic bike. We're going to be talking about the Thruxton and the Tracker in a second. But I just want to share my experience if you're thinking about getting one of the Triumph 400 range, which they seem to be spreading that 400 TR engine over 5 bikes now, which is great. But I found that the Scrambler was absolutely brilliant. I bought the Scrambler as a channel bike to promote the bike and to promote the channel, which it did, and it did. And I think the 400s from Triumph are really cool, kicking out just under 40 horsepower. And it was a great bike. The best journey that we had was 2 up from Staffordshire down to the centre of London and back in one day, a journey of about 320 miles, 2 up, doing 70-75 mile an hour down the motorways, no problem at all. No problem at all. And we were getting about 75 miles per the UK imperial gallon, which is brilliant. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. If you're thinking about this 400 engine, brilliant. My only concern with the Scrambler 400, and I don't know if this goes to the Speed 400, is that the front sprocket is a 14-tooth sprocket. I changed it to a 15-tooth sprocket to stretch out that first, second and third gear, and it just changed the bike completely. It was so much better to ride, and I'm hoping that the new Thruxton and the Tracker bike that they're bringing out in March or April 2026 is going to be the same. I'm hoping that they've learnt from that journey of having too small a front sprocket on the bike. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. But the new Tracker 400 is priced at £5,745, and the Thruxton, of which is my favourite, is priced at £5,995. I am assuming that on-the-road costs will need to be added to those prices. With the Speed currently at £5,245, I think the Speed is just a normal bike. You know, if you're not particularly bothered in style, then just go for the Speed. If you want it super practical, just have the Speed. But if you want a bit of style, like I wanted, I went for the Scrambler X, and it's currently priced at £5,845. with the Scrambler 400 XC, of which I see very little difference other than a front mudguard and a little bikini fairing. I see very little difference, really. And that's £6,545. Yeah, I'm just saying. He's paying another £800 for the XC model Scrambler against the X model, and I see very little difference. Maybe brighter colours on the petrol tank, and the bikini fairing, and a different front mudguard. I'm not sure it's worth £800 extra. Just my thoughts, just my thoughts. But going over to the Thruxton and the Tracker, of course, what they're doing is they're extorting the TR engine into newer looking models for 2026, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think the Tracker looks great, but it's just a restyle of what looks like the Scrambler maybe, or even the Speed 400. I'm not sure. It doesn't look that too much different. Maybe the tank is a bit longer, but that's about it. But the Thruxton 400 looks absolutely superb. I certainly would like to get my hands on one of those. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. The fairing on the Thruxton will offer some kind of protection. So if you're thinking of commuting 20-30 miles a day down the A roads or maybe dual carriageways and motorways, then that fairing will give you a fair bit of protection, I am guessing. Some people are saying that the fairing is too big. I don't think so. I think it looks absolutely great. But I just think it looks absolutely wonderful. I don't think it looks too big at all. At all. It looks absolutely superb. If you look at it from the rear end, you can see how wide that fairing is from the rear of the bike, and it's not wide at all. So I don't know where people are getting this idea that the fairing is too big for the bike. It's just not. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. You tell me your thoughts. What do you think? Are you thinking about buying the Thruxton or the Tracker? And which one are you thinking about buying, and why? Why are you not going for the other model that's coming available in 2026? I had wonderful times riding my Scrambler X. It was absolutely fantastic. A little concern regarding the front sprocket, but that's gone. We've talked about that. The service interval is 10,000 miles or 12 months. I would certainly service it much earlier than 10,000 miles just to protect the engine. I serviced the Scrambler X and it is very, very easy to service. Very easy. You can do this yourself and everything will be fine. It's not expensive to perform a service. Of course, you can then send it into Triumph and they will service it for you. But I'm no affiliate to Triumph, so I'm not going to tell you whether to take it into the service centre or not and pay. I don't know how much it costs now for a service for one of the Triumph 400s. I suspect it costs a couple of £100. I'm just guessing. You tell me. You tell me. How much does it cost? But you can do this yourself. And does it invalidate your warranty? Well, I had no problems with that engine. Not a problem. And it just kept on going and going, and passed it over to the new owner after owning it for 9 months. And the warranty went with that new owner. I think the warranty is 2 years. It is 2 years. You get a 2-year warranty, unlimited miles. Of course, I'm expecting that you're going to have to go and get the servicing done at the Triumph Centre to make sure that all the warranty conversations that you may have in the future are not an issue. Yeah, I think you can service it yourself as long as you're reasonably confident and you've got a reasonable little toolkit, not an expensive toolkit. I didn't use an expensive toolkit, but I think that Thruxton looks nice. And if I was in the market for a 400 at that price, let's just get that price up again. 5,700, 5,800. Let's have a look. Whoops. Can't get the price up, but I think it's about 5,800. No. Born to be Dirt. Yeah, I would certainly go for the Thruxton. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. Probably takes me back to the days when I used to ride bikes with clip-ons and things like that. But I think for longer journeys, I think the Thruxton would be great, because that you do get that protection from the fairing. What are you thinking about? Oh, also you do get a few more horsepower on it. So instead of being just under 40, it's now just over 40. So that's good. But that's at 9,000 RPM. I don't suspect that many riders will be taking it up to 9,000 RPM all the time. I'm just saying. So, but I had a great time, and as I said, 2 up with the with Tina on the bike, not a problem. It was absolutely wonderful, and as I said, we went 320 miles in one day. Super comfortable on the Scrambler X, super economical. Had no problems keeping up or going beyond the traffic. As we journeyed down to London and returned back home, not a problem. Lovely machine, handles like a dream. The price is very good. It's really competitive. It's a really competitive price. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing the Thruxton 400. I'm looking forward to having a really good look at that, and do you know what? I would be really tempted. What are your thoughts? Are you tempted? You know, that 400 engine is absolutely brilliant. It's a great little engine. It's a great engine. I had a great time on that Scrambler, but I had to sell it because it was moving on to other channel motorbikes, and I don't get the joy of where manufacturers come up to me and say, do you want to take this bike for 3 months? That's not the case. Talking about bikes for long term, I think I'm going to get a bike from the Potteries Motorcycles and Scooters Centre for a week or 2 while the shop closes down. I'm hopefully going to pick that up and give you some videos on the machine that they pass over to me. I've got a feeling it might be the Vosges 800, so that's going to be great. The Vosges 800 is really equivalent to the Honda Transalp 750, whereas the Vosges 900 is more akin to the Triumph Tiger. Yeah, they are completely different bikes. But there's my thoughts. Are you wanting to get a tracker, or maybe the Thruxton? Don't know. I like the look of the Thruxton. It does look nice. It looks great. I'm really excited about this for 2026. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it meant something to you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. Like the video and share it to anybody that's thinking about buying one of the 400 range. Don't forget to change that sprocket from a 14 to a 15 tooth front sprocket if you've got the Scrambler X. It makes a world of difference to the bike. It makes it so much better, so much better. Have a great day, ride safely, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching.